Hey, hope you're doing awesome in this now moment. We are in the now moment together, right here, right now. Take a deep breath. Be with me for a few minutes through my ramble that I normally have just about every day. This is video 368, I think. I've been doing videos for a whole year. I just hit my year this week, and it's been such a rewarding experience. And I'm just going to keep going. And as I'm inspired to make videos, I'll make them. But I think I just enjoy doing this every day. It's just kind of like a for me. So I hope that you guys get something out of something that I say in each video. And I had a couple sessions today that kind of fit in with what I read earlier in this book, because of course I'm doing 75 hard, and so we have to read 10 pages a day. That's one of the things, which I'm going to continue this forever. I love doing my afternoon walk or my evening walk, and I love reading 10 pages a day. So I'm just going to keep doing it, 75 forever. So a man's aim in life is the reflection of his opinion of himself. I thought that was really, really important. This is from How to Grow Success by Elizabeth Town. So I'm going to read it again. A man or woman's aim in life is the reflection of one's opinion of oneself. So, how do you see yourself? This is a big question. This is like, if we can start to understand how big of a deal it is to think highly of oneself, we will have the key to the kingdom, the keys to the kingdom. And so I want to ask you, do you like yourself? And do you love yourself? Do you have any limiting beliefs about yourself that you could let go of today? I give you permission to let go of all of them. They're gone. They're gone, right? They're gone now? Are they not so gone yet? We can do that as quickly as just making a decision. We can. But sometimes we've got some hang-ups. So ask yourself, what are my hang-ups? Like, why would I hold on to a belief that I'm not good enough, or that I'm unlovable, or I'm not desirable, or I'm not amazing the way that I am? Why would I think that? Where'd that come from? Who told me that? Or who did something in my life and I made my little brain when I was a child, like made this mean this about me, and I still feel that way to this day. And I'm 55 years old, or I'm 25 years old, or I'm 32 years old, and I still feel that way from when I was a kid. What are those thoughts that you carry with you? I want you to think of them as kind of like poison. And so every time you think a thought like that, it's kind of like you're just taking a pill of poison. Every time you think that, it's not helping anymore. Some of these opinions I think about ourselves are when we're in survival mode. So it's like survival is when you can't rest, you can't relax. You're kind of just like going from this to this to this, task to task, just surviving the day. When you're a kid, you might have been maybe in an unpredictable, unsafe household that was chaotic, maybe. Even though it wasn't traumatic, maybe for you. Maybe it was traumatic. Maybe there was abuse, neglect going on. But maybe there was just chaos. There were too many activities going on, let's say. It could be something very harmless that still created this feeling of maybe unpredictability or just chaos in general. And so maybe as a kid, maybe you didn't want to do all those activities. Maybe you wanted to feel at peace more. Or maybe you didn't get enough activities and you wanted to do activities and then you felt lonely. So check in with your childhood and see if there's anything back there that's hiding, because I guarantee there are things. But one thing to remember is that we're never done. So once you remove one layer of yourself, you're gonna think, oh, I'm healed and everything's gone and I'm good, and then something else comes up. It's because it's just a never-ending evolution. So think of life that way. It's a never-ending evolution. So just be in it. Every moment is your life. Every moment is your life. And life is all mental. It's just everything we think about, it creates. And so it's like, I heard Bashar talking about, and I've said this before in videos like months ago. It's like sometimes you can be like on the brake and on the accelerator at the same time. And that's why we feel stuck sometimes. Have you ever felt that way, where you feel like you're just stuck in one spot? That might be why. You're thinking thoughts of, I really want to do this, let's go. And then you put on the brake and you're like, but what if I'm not capable of doing this? What if there's no way to do this? What if I can't figure it out? What if? So check your what ifs, check your poor me's, Check those poor me's. Check the blaming, the complaining. Think of all the thoughts you think on a daily basis. Like, do I stay in blaming? Do I stay, am I complaining about something all the time? Look at that as like you're on the brake. So that is when your frequency is low. So you're braking in the car, because we're shifting gears all the time. All day long, we're shifting gears. So you're putting the brake on as soon as you've got some self-doubt that creeps in. But when you hit the accelerator, that's whenever your frequency is rising. You're starting to believe in yourself again. So if you can think of it that way, am I accelerating or am I braking? Or am I doing both at the same time and introducing self-doubt in there? Or some sort of past belief that does not belong in my world anymore? So get into your heart about these things. What's your vision for yourself? And do these thoughts match that vision? So you may not know the vision just yet. The vision can reveal itself. It just takes some time to kind of connect with it, whatever it is for you. But how is it that you want to feel? Because I bet you know how you want your life to feel. If it doesn't feel a certain way right now and you know that you don't like that, then what would be the feeling that you would like to feel? And then you can kind of engineer and create your life from there. And I read this, I was reading this book today called How to Grow Success by Elizabeth Town. It's an older book. I can't remember how old it is, but I think it's pretty old. It's like, man, I think it's one of the old ones from probably like the 20s or 30s or something. It's like old. And it says in here, a man's aim, I'll change it to a man's or a woman's aim in life is a reflection of his or her opinion of him or herself. So a man's aim in life is a reflection of his opinion of himself. So how you feel about yourself and how you see yourself is so very, very important. It will affect your whole life. And you'll find that the way you feel about yourself, it came from somebody else. It came from somebody else that was programmed, that programmed you. And you're still programming yourself. You're keeping the program running. So look at it also like a computer system. It's just running. It's running in the background, and it won't stop until you stop it. And so you got to reprogram something else in there. So think about, what are the things that are holding me back from being the person that I want to become? What are the things I'm saying yes to that I really want to say no to? And what are the things that I really want to do in my life that would bring me joy and I'm not doing them? I had a session with somebody. We were talking about aim and vision and how important it is to live with this intention and live from love too. It's really important to live from love. I was talking to another client about, trying to manage other people's emotions in your family or your partner or your friends, just trying to almost like enabling somebody. And I said, you can't make anybody do anything. I had to learn that the hard way over the years. You can't make anybody do anything. I used to say, 20 years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, for my brother, for instance, I had a blueprint. I was like, do this, then this will happen, then this will happen, then this will happen. I'm a great planner for myself, not for anybody else. And so it's like, I can't make anybody listen. All I can do is put my gifts out there. It's none of my business who hears it, who does anything with it. It's not my business what anybody thinks of me. None of it's my business. And I heard somebody say, I think it was Gary Vee talking to a guy. The guy was like, what's the point in doing, I think he was talking about content. Like, what's the point? And he was very angry, you could tell. Like, what's the point? He was defeated would be the right word, defeated, not angry. But you could hear the frustration, I guess, in his voice. And he was like defeated. And he's like, what's the point in doing content when you don't get appreciated or you don't get any accolades for it or whatever? And Gary is like, the point is you're doing it for you. It's growing you. It's not the external things that you get from it. It's what you're doing inside of you. It's the work that's being done in there within. And so I kind of brought that in to a session, and we talked about Jesus, how Jesus wanted to create leaders, not followers, but leaders. And so I just said, be a leader and just be the example. Be the example you want to see in the world. And from there, you're going to see that people will follow you. People will start to listen to you, the ones that are supposed to listen to you. Bashar even said that too. He said, it's none of your business who hears your content or who hears you in your life. You may have the best plan ever for a certain person, but they may not be on that same page, and that's okay. That's okay. You don't worry about the external world. I feel that if people aren't listening to you, or they just aren't, gosh darn it, doing what you want them to be doing, you got to look at you, because it's a mirror reflecting you. So it's saying, hey, maybe you need to humble yourself in certain areas. Maybe you just need to be love itself. Just be love. Just love people. It's teaching you something. Maybe you just need to let go and be at peace. Could be a combination of all those things. But there is like the best way to live, I feel, is to let go. Just let go. Just be your true self. Shine your light. And whoever wants to follow that will. You just plant those seeds. Because you never know. Like, I thought about it with YouTube. I'm like, I could be saying something right now, and then in 5 years, somebody could be like, man, I've been following you for 5 years, and I just want to let you know that I remember that video that you talked about aim and vision, and it could be 5 years down the line, and I'm planting a seed now that will bloom later. And so I don't care who sees these videos. I don't care how many views I get. I don't care about any of that. It's just kind of like, I put me out there. I had the courage to finally do that, and I'm doing it. And I went into it knowing that I'm just putting my seeds out there. Everybody else has their seeds in their own ways. And I thought, well, I'm going to put my seed out there like this. And so every day I just plant a little seed. So this is my 368th seed. And so you just see what happens. But you be the example. And I want to be an example as like a leader and like somebody who actually overcame their fear of caring what people think and getting over my fear of just like turning on the camera. I mean, talking into this piece of whatever it's made of, metal. I don't know what a camera's made of, actually. Plastic, metal, I don't know. But like talking into this thing and like then having the courage to listen every day and watch myself. I watch every video before I post it, and on 2 times, so it's faster. But I mean, I just had to get over myself, really. I had to get over myself and know that we're just people and we're all here to help each other. And I'm here to help too. But I don't have to help people in order to feel good. That's the thing. I don't need anything external necessarily. It's just you put you out there, whatever that means for you, and with no expectation of an outcome. You do it for the sake of just being you. And Bashar talks about that a lot. And I'm sure that's in the Bible as well, said in a totally different way. There went my light. Well, good night, everybody. There went the light. It died on me. I thought I checked the time. Well, we'll end there. I was rambling. There you go. There's another Sam ramble. So I will be back tomorrow. Remember to love yourself so much. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you exactly as you are. And remember to appreciate yourself, because what you appreciate appreciates. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.